Today's the 1st of July, it's now high season, and we're down in Palmanova and been asked to come down here just to show the proximity of some of the hotels. So the one behind us is called the AquaSol. It's one of the Cabot hotels, and we're going to start a little walk here, and I'll start just by pointing out just really where we are. So over in that direction we have the Tent Hotel. That's a new refurbished hotel this year, and we did actually go towards that in a previous video. And then the main walk through Palmanova is down that way as well. But we're going to actually go in this direction because one of the hotels we've been asked about is called the Sol Palmanova. It's had various names in the past. So we're just walking by the AquaSol. It's a different hotel, different group. Lovely gardens, and if you look over there you can see the pagoda there. It's a bar, swimming pool, and the rooms are all around that pool. So really nice hotel. And as I was saying, we're heading off in this direction, so we're actually walking towards Magaluf now. So in front of us, if we carried on going, we'd end up in Magaluf. But the hotel that we've been asked about is the Sol Palmanova, and as I just said, it's changed its name over the years. So my family, when we first moved to Mallorca, the first hotel that they came to was this hotel. It's not one hotel, it's two hotels, isn't it? It was called Los Merlos and Los Tordos. I think this one was the one on the left was called the Tordos. That one over there, and the one on the right, as we're looking at it, was called the Merlos, and they used to stay there. So we'll go across and have a look. So I don't know which one you're staying in, but I guess you'll find that out pretty quickly. So we've got the Merlos on the left and Tordos on the right, but they're no longer called that, they're now called Sol Palmanova 1 and Sol Palmanova 2. Both been closed up for quite a while, open now for the summer season, and I believe they're all inclusive. And because they're in Palmanova, that means that all inclusive is all inclusive, so you don't have the restriction of drinks that they do in Magaluf and some other parts of the island. So Mark, you're the one that asked me about this. This is Sol Palmanova, and that's the other Sol Palmanova, so it could be in either of those. We'll cross over in a moment when traffic allows us. We'll get a little bit closer to the entrance so you can actually see where it is. So this is the land side, if you like. So if you've got a room on this side, you're going to be looking over to the hills and the mountains, depending on how high up you are. And then on the other side, again depending on how high up you are, you should be able to see the sea. And we're not actually very far from the sea at all. And not very far from the post office. Anybody who needs the post office, use the post office. You can get stamps there, but you normally get stamps from the tobacconist in Spain. You don't really like you going in there for stamps. They're more about packets and parcels. Hello. Thank you. There's also a cultural centre up there as well. Well, I suppose not cultural, it's just a centre where there's a big theatre, which we have actually used in the past, owned by the council. And there's some things up there where they do courses for people who are employed and unemployed. So it's quite a few offices up there. It used to be the centre for the Guardia Civil, the police, until the explosion many years ago killed two of their officers. So we made it. This is Sol Palmanova 1, and that's the main entrance. And it's part of the Meliá group, one of the biggest hotel chains here in Mallorca. We're not going in, they don't particularly like it. 4-star hotel. Anita's going to have a look at the flowers because that's the sort of thing Anita does. And just be nosy looking at the hotel. What we're going to do now is go down and show you, if you're coming out of the main entrance, how close you are to the beach. So if you're coming out of the beach, going towards the beach, you come out and you turn left, and it's about 200 meters. I don't know if they've got a back gate from the garden. Somebody would have to tell me about that. I've not been in the hotel since it was Los Merlos, so I don't really know, but if they have a gate at the back, that might be closer to the beach than walking this way, but it's not far this way. And I guess if it did have a gate at the back, it would come out somewhere near to Lady Di's. It's closed anyway. Right in front of us we have the Hotel San Matias Beach. There's a car park here. Generally speaking, now this time of the year it gets very, very full, so you'll be lucky to find a parking space. We actually managed to find a space on the roads, so I think we were just lucky today. It's very breezy, it really is breezy. It's a bus stop, and here's number 104 bus, and there'll be a timetable telling you where number 104 goes. Get blown away. And so on this side, this has got the 104 buses, and this one's going to take you into Palma. So if you want to go into Palma, then this bus, and it'll give you all the times here. Probably doesn't tell you how much it costs. The buses here are relatively cheap. I suppose it depends what you're comparing it to, but I'm comparing it to my experiences in England, where I find public transport very expensive. If you are going to use public transport here, the rules at the moment are that you have to wear a mask. So there's not many places that you do have to wear a mask, but buses are one of them. And anything to do with the medical centres, hospitals, clinics, doctors, pharmacies, chemist shops, there you have to wear a mask as well. So we just walked a couple hundred metres, I don't think much more, and we've arrived at what many people are missing actually. It's called El Mecca. You can see it's all been whitewashed out, it's closed down, and it is no more, so don't know what's happening to that. Quite strange that it's not opened up, being in such a prime position, well liked by people who used to use it. And we're just going to turn left here, so if we carry on down there, we're heading towards Palmanova, and maybe I'll just cross over here because it's got a bit of shade. Great place to have a burger. The wind's picking up again, it really is windy and he's just getting blown away. And just down here we've got all the bars and shops, all that you will have seen in our other videos. I'm going to get, I believe how windy it is. The surf's going to be up somewhere. Wow. Looks like police keeping an eye on the beach. And yeah, the wind's blowing right in here, so we don't usually get that. It's usually very, very calm. But this is the closest beach to you, and if you're staying in the Sol Palmanova, it's just that 5-minute walk to here. And you've got the bay that all goes all the way around. Someone was asking me where the Tobago is, and Tobago's just up there. right in front of us actually. Next, close to the Hawaii Hotel. And then here we have the Santa Lucia, and now you're back on our regular sort of walks. And the temperature's getting a little bit warm for us. It's what time is it, darling? On my side it's just after 11, is that right? I've been having terrible trouble with watches just lately. Watches stopping.
25 to 12.
Right, so my watch has stopped. This watch has stopped now. It's the second watch in a week that's stopped. So, yeah, getting on for midday. So there's a few people out in the bars, but most people will be around the pool or on the beach or splashing about in the sea. It's only the mad dogs and Englishmen like us out having a walk, just trying to find that shady spot.
You're going to have a coffee at this new place here.
It's the time of day as well that all the businesses here get their supplies delivered. Delivering the beer there. More deliveries going on. This is Santa Lucia. Shauna, this time next week, will be here. Actually look as though it's open for coffees here. I'll come back. Very green plush seating there. It is Steve and Anita. We're sneaking out in the morning. How are you? Well, nice to bump into people and have a little chat. And they're from the Isle of Wight, so we'll be very close to them during the summer. So Mark, I hope you're getting a feel about where you are, different places you can get through to the sea there.
I follow you on the...
So usually it's in the evening when we're doing the walks and we're non-stop bumping into people. And it's great, we'd love to speak to you all, so do stop us, do say hello. So this is where I thought the back of the Sol Palmanova would be there. So maybe there is a gate there. I don't know whether you can actually use it. That would allow you out. We'll have a walk down that. We'd never walk down this way, so we always go down there. Sorry Jim, you're going to miss your favourite bars. So we never actually walk down this part. This is really just to have a look down here. It's quite a nice little walk actually. There's some shady plane trees. There's actually a pharmacy there. Shall we nip into the pharmacy? I have to get my pills. I've been asked about doctors and dentists and all of those sorts of things.
Well, we've got both of them today, aren't we lucky?
Well, hopefully you don't need them if you're coming here on holiday. But for all the sorts of minor things, then you should just go to the pharmacy. If it's a sting or a bite or a headache or something like that, then the pharmacy will probably help you. Obviously, if it's more serious, you need to go to a clinic or to the hospital. So the pharmacy was actually ended up being quite helpful, and sorted out some of my pills. You need to get all these
pills you take.
Need to get them all my ducks in a row, as it were, before we go to England, because we're going to be away for a few weeks. So I need to get a good supply in. This is the rear of there is a gate here. So you Sol Palmanova 1 and Sol Palmanova 2, so you can come out of that gate, I assume, if it's open. Pools here, lots of people around the pool enjoying themselves. Looks like they've been doing a little bit of work. It's like a little park area, and there's some things for children to play on here, and you've got direct access to the sea just across the way. Council are out doing their cleaning duties. This sort of thing goes on in the morning. Mornings can be very busy with cleaning duties. And oh, here we are, we've seen the gates actually being in operation, so if you're staying here, you don't need to walk all the way around. You can come out of this gate and straight across the road to the beach. So that's really good. Calvia 2000 is a company that is actually part of the Ayuntamiento, part of the council that deals with these things, cleaning and emptying the bins, rubbish collections. Actually quite a nice walk down here with the shade. And cutting the grass now, there's something you don't see or hear very often in Mallorca, is cutting the grass. You can smell the fresh cut grass. That usually happens on roundabouts. They walk the roundabouts a lot and they have to go and cut the grass. Still very, very breezy. And where we started was the AquaSol, and that's just across the road there. Almost a full circle. We can't walk through this field. This field here is quite amazing, really, that there is a piece of land which is nothing, and I can't remember what was there before, if anything, actually. It's pretty much a piece of derelict land. To another hotel. This is the Fergus Group hotels have changed. There's an entrance there, so here at this hotel, Bermudas. Is that right? Is it the Bermudas? I think it is. Me too. There's a lot of hotels in this area, and we don't actually know them all. There's one or two bars here which they'll be opening up later. Nothing much open yet. Well, that's been a nice shady walk along there, quite like that. And now, as we pop out of here, then you might begin to recognise again where you are. They're all short walks, there's nothing very long here. It's all very, very flat. Very easy to do. So in front of us we've got the Paradise Beach Bar, and the next beach along is over there. But we're going to go back to the car. Some bars on the other side. We've got the Castaways there. We do need to go to Castaways. We've been promising we'll do that. Banana Joe's. And right in front of us we've got the new tent hotel. used to be the Don Bigote. And the Panama Hotel up there, and eventually if you carry on going up you'll end up to the Mimosa. You're never going to be more than about a 5 or 10 minute walk away, any of these hotels, from the beach or from the front, from the promenade. Beautiful oleander.
There is, correct.
Oh, look at that. I'm learning.
Smells so nice as well.
I seem to remember we had one in the garden. Didn't it make the floor very sticky?
Yes.
Yeah. Not in our present garden. So at the beginning I spoke about this car park. There it is. It's relatively new, or relatively newly asphalted, so it's actually a proper car park now. And here's the main entrance to the Hotel Bermudas. Looks really quite nice hotel from the outside. Don't know what it's like on the inside, but I'm sure people will let me know. Nice garden with grass.
Stuck on your foot. It's on the other one now.
Oh dear, I've got something stuck on my foot. We're back to more or less where we started, the AquaSol. How are we doing for time, dear?
Nearly 12. Just
Nearly
inside.
12. Midday.
Piece of land, this, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, a very short, quick walk. We managed to meet a few people, and even though it was a short walk, but we're going home now. So thanks very much for watching, and we'll look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye for now.
Bye.